Picture this, you walk into a supermarket in London looking for eggs. You head to the refrigerated aisle. You see milk, yogurt, cheese, but no eggs. You walk around some more and finally find the eggs next to the bread. But why aren't they in the refrigerator? Every carton of eggs in a U.S. grocery store is legally required to keep the eggs in the refrigerator. This is to keep them safe from bacteria like salmonella that can give you food poisoning. So how come grocery stores in Europe do not refrigerate their eggs? Are chickens in Europe different from chickens in the U.S.? Is it safe to eat unrefrigerated eggs if your body's used to refrigerated ones? Does the threat of salmonella food poisoning only exist in the U.S. and not in Europe? Today on Explain It Fanatic, we're looking at the radically different ways the U.S. versus Europe took to keep eggs safe, and why one country refrigerates their eggs while the other does not. To understand this, you first have to look at what happens when a hen lays an egg. Just before a hen lays an egg, she coats the shell in a thin, wet layer of protein. As it dries, it hardens and seals thousands of microscopic pores on the shell of the egg. Farmers call it the bloom. Scientists call it the cuticle. Think of it like wrapping the egg in shrink wrap to prevent bacteria and harmful germs from getting into the egg. But here's the catch. An egg doesn't come out of the hen clean. It comes out covered in whatever was in the nest, dirt, feathers, even chicken doo-doo. So in 1970, the U.S. Department of Agriculture made a law requiring commercial eggs to be cleaned before selling them in U.S. grocery stores. And not just wiping the egg off with a napkin. The egg had to be machine washed with warm water sprays and rotating brushes, rinsed with a sanitizer, and air dried. But America's intense egg cleaning routine literally kills the thin cuticle that's supposed to prevent bacteria from getting into the egg. Which means you're left with a squeaky clean egg that is now defenseless against germs that can make you sick. So the USDA added a second line of defense, refrigeration. Eggs in the United States now have to be refrigerated at temperatures less than 45 degrees Fahrenheit, from the packing plant, to the truck, to the grocery store shelf. Actually, refrigeration doesn't kill salmonella. It just pins it down and stops it from multiplying fast enough to hurt you. But here's something surprising. Europe outright bans the washing of eggs. They actually took a completely different approach with their eggs, an approach that has a dark backstory. In December 1988, a British junior Ministry of Health named Edwina Currie went on television and announced that most of the country's egg production was affected with salmonella. Egg sales dropped 60% within weeks, and 4 million hens were killed. Farmers were furious over the loss of their hens and profits and forced Edwina to resign. But Edwina was right about the eggs making people sick. 10 years later, the British egg industry started the Lion Code. Unlike America, who chose to wash their eggs, the Brits decided to give hens a salmonella vaccination. Their logic was, if the hen isn't carrying salmonella, then the egg never has it inside. And if you never wash the egg, the cuticle stays on the egg shell, sealing it from bacteria. So no refrigeration is needed. Today, eggs in Europe can sit on your kitchen counter for about 2 weeks before going bad. But how did Britain know if vaccinating the hens actually kept the eggs safe from bacteria that causes salmonella food poisoning? The answer lies in looking at recorded cases of salmonella food poisoning. In 1997, Britain recorded 22,000 cases of salmonella food poisoning. 8 years later, in 2005, that number had fallen below 7,000 cases. But here's the catch. If you refrigerate an egg in Europe, you must keep it refrigerated until you use it. A cold egg left on the counter in a warm room sweats. The sweat, along with bacteria, soak into the open pores of the egg shell. So that's the reason. Like and subscribe.